Christian be possessed by a demonic spirit? Before I answer that question, I want to ask you this one. Are you a Christian? If you're a Christian, you cannot be possessed by a demonic spirit. Impossible. Yeah, but I heard on Channel 40. That's why I don't watch Channel 40. In 2 Corinthians chapter 6, God says, through the Apostle Paul, the Lord speaks concerning you, a Christian, who has been redeemed by the Holy Spirit. He says he dwells in you. Also, 1 Corinthians, beginning at chapter 3, all the way through to chapter 6, he says, you are the temple of the Holy Spirit. He says, I dwell in you. In fact, there Paul writing quotes the Old Testament out of Ezekiel chapter 36 and says, I will put my spirit in you and I'll live in you. And he doesn't share his glory with anybody else, says the book of Jeremiah. He says, what fellowship does light have with darkness and Jesus with Belial or Jesus with Satan? None. Yes, it's in the context of being unequally yoked, of course, but Paul goes through an interesting turn. He's talking about relationships physically, and then he goes into relationships spiritually. A Christian cannot be possessed by a demonic spirit. Why? He's already possessed by the Holy Spirit. A Christian is possessed by the Holy Spirit. The book of Ephesians tells us that that truth is our seal, our down payment until the coming of Christ. We've been sealed by the Holy Spirit in our lives. Now, then why, for example, do some people experience demonic attack in their life? Well, let's keep it in the context of a Christian at this point. Christians throughout history, including Paul the apostle himself, have been oppressed, not possessed, oppressed by demonic activity. Throughout history, Christians have been oppressed by demonic activity. Oppression means to be hindered or to be sequestered, or the attempt to hold down a Christian from doing the will of God. It's common.